Hello and welcome to the first round of 16 knockout games. Wales versus Denmark is kicking us off, and it's a good one. It's a very, very good one. Two teams that are very close in quality, and coming off like I wouldn't say even the best sort of group stages and thing. Wales was finishing, both teams finishing second. Denmark on 3, Wales on 4, but they both had two good performances. I think Wales' performance against Turkey was very good and clinical. Yes, it was Turkey, but they played okay. They played against the run of play, but got a lovely 2-0 win. And then obviously Denmark is that 4-1 win over Russia. But I do hope everyone is all good. We should be live and kicking. We are, if I'm right in saying. I am your host today, Ron. I hope everyone is all good. Don't forget, there will be the other Watchalong will be Italy-Austria tonight with KL. If we look at the head-to-heads of both these sides, Wales and Denmark faced each other 10 times before, with Denmark winning the most in 6. Their last game was in 2018. That was an UEFA Nations League fixture, which ended 2-1 to Denmark. You see the record there, 4 wins for Wales, 6 losses. No draws between both these sides, which I think is very, very interesting. As you see off today's matches, we've got this game on right now. We'll kick off in under 3 minutes, and probably just around 3 minutes, 5 minutes even. Then we will have Italy versus Austria. That will be at 8 PM with KL. Obviously, he's back to Austria and Switzerland this entire tournament. It would only be right if he did them 2 games. If we actually look at the lineups today, obviously, hello, Tubbs, mate. Welcome, pal. Hope you're all good, mate. This is where I haven't muted, and it's embarrassing. We have muted. We haven't muted. But good to see you in here, Tubbs. Have Wales gone in high order? Or is it just a coincidence? I presume they've literally just created like a mount. They've gone up and down again because we're Gareth Bale, obviously the captain. If we look at the home side, that is Wales. It's Danny Ward in net, the Leicester goalkeeper. Had a good tournament, looking to possibly claim a starting spot. It's obviously Leicester keeper versus Leicester keeper today. Gareth Bale. Dude, who did he score his last goal against? Correct, it was KASPER. SCHMEICHEL also come up against him tonight or today. Ben Davies comes in at left back with Joe Roden and Chris Metham coming in. Obviously, Ethan Ampadu got sent off in that last game, in Wales' last game, which does mean that they've gone to a back 4 instead. With Metham coming in. Conor Robertson is a right back. Midfield to Joe Allen and Joe Morrell. Then James and Burial both on the wings with Aaron Ramsey as that attacking midfielder. Then up front it's Kiefer Moore who does come back into the team. And you can see what the passion means for these Wales fans in this round of 16, about to say quarter-finals. We're not there yet. We're close, we're not there yet. On the bench, it is Hennessy, Davies, Gunter, Williams, Lockyer, Wilson, Roberts, Williams, Brooks, Levitt, Cabango and Smith. Now, is Harry Wilson missing? No, there he is. I thought Harry Wilson was missing out of this team. And if we look at the other European side, obviously Denmark, the European were in the Euros. It is KASPER Schmeichel in net with Yannick Vestergaard, Simon Kjaer and Andreas Christiansen as a back 3. Obviously, this is an unchanged starting 11 for Denmark. Then it's Joachim Mayle, Thomas Delaney, Pierre-Emil Højbjerg and Jens Steiger Larsen, obviously the Udinese man. Then it's a front 3 of Mikkel Damsgaard, Kasper Dolberg and Martin Breth. Actually, yeah, it is a change. Did Dolberg start? Did Dolberg start that last game? So I've realised on Twitter I said it's an unchanged starting 11, but I'm pretty confident it's not. We've got a couple of comments. Hi, Chris, and obviously Tubbs. Hi, Chris. He just said, come on, Denmark, I hope you beat them on penalties to see Wales fans in dolphin tears. Wales to win this one 2-1. Tubbs has gone for. Chris has gone 1-0 Denmark. Kyle has gone 4-2 Denmark. So we've got, apart from Chris, we've got goals, so I appreciate you. Obviously, we've been on a little break, and I'm happy to be the man that's actually opening up this tournament. I'm just going to check, because if Dolberg did start, I've had an absolute mare. It was Josef Poulsen. I've had a complete mare. I said it was an unchanged start at 11. Oh, Rowan. I deserve to be called because of that. Josef Poulsen is actually out of the side as well. Ooh. Hopefully Josh doesn't... See, I thought... Yeah, no, well, that's the thing. So when I was looking at the thing, what they have done, Google, is they got the players wrong. So they did say that Poulsen was starting, I admit that. But it said Thingy was starting, Larsen. We ignore the changes that I've missed on Twitter. We ignore it, okay? No, nobody needs to know. Nobody needs to know. We're okay. But this is the big one. It's the first game. It sets the rest of the games up, really, because now, normally, this is what Josh is very good at, and KL as well. KL just seemingly has the memory like that to remember. So the winners of this game, they would go on to face either Netherlands or Czech Republic. I will be covering that game as well, the Netherlands-Czech Republic game. So whoever is... Oh, crappy, I didn't even remove the lineups. Whoever is covering that game is still going to be good regardless if it's Wales, Netherlands, Denmark, Czech Republic, Wales, vice versa. And it's a good early start. Obviously, this game taking place, I'm pretty confident, in Copenhagen. And we just see Braithwaite there. Good ball to the right, and he hunts it down. Wins the throw-in. And for Denmark, I don't even know who the favourites are. I think Denmark are really coming into their own form after a horrid start to the tournament. They're coming into their own form. Whereas Wales have been pretty average in this group. I mean, they got out, which was fair play to them. Simon Kjær. Yeah, Kjær. I'll let you off. I said it wrong. Obviously, KL tonight, Italy, Austria. That'll be a really good game. Obviously, whoever wins that, they're on the tough side. Because obviously, on the one side of the brackets, it's France, Switzerland, Croatia, Spain, Belgium, Portugal, Italy, Austria. And then on our side, it's Netherlands, Czech Republic, Wales, Denmark, Sweden, Ukraine, England, Germany. Now, if we hopefully knock off Germany, we've got a better chance. But it's one of the standout players in this tournament, Joachim Mæhle, who has been incredible. Obviously, I've got him as a left mid here, but really, he's a natural fullback. And well, in fairness, I think you will probably see him play as a actual left mid today with obviously Striger Larsen on that right hand side. Not more of attacking than Joachim Mæhle, or Mahale, however you pronounce it. The pronunciation obviously won't be on point today. So I've got to say well done to Rob Page. With everything that went on with Giggsy and stuff, it's good to see that Wales have actually succeeded and sort of pushed forward in this tournament. As I will move my phone, just in case I shouldn't get notifications, but as a precaution, we can't risk anything. And, I mean, big miss for Denmark without Yusuf Poulsen. I mean, I don't want to say not the most dangerous of players, but he is talented. As Joe Allen tries to play through to Dan James, who just oversteps there. I hate that I've got to have commentary on because it is heavy biased, but I understand. I do understand. And obviously in the UK, Wales are going to be... England fans will love to face Wales in the semi-final. If it happens, I mean, Wales game, if they do win, is a tough one. Netherlands or Czech Republic, either one of them are very tough sides. And I think I can't really look forward to the Netherlands-Czech Republic game. Just due to the fact that Netherlands have been good, and they haven't been tested as much, apart from Ukraine. And Ukraine nearly beat them, got nearly a great comeback. Peter said, the reason Denmark will not win is they hate better than Wales. And we know who Peter will be back. Any bets on today, Peter? You always astound me with the kind of bets you put on this week. Any of these tournaments. And it'll be an early free kick. Thomas Delaney on Aaron Ramsey. The Borussia Dortmund man possibly leaving this summer too. Possibly Southampton. I know he's a rumoured club. So they had Højbjerg trying to get another Dane in there. So Nico Williams out of this side for Ben Davies, the more experienced of the players. And Nico Williams is a good, young, talented player, but playing at left back, it isn't his natural position. So he's obviously on the bench. Possibly might see him come on for Connor Roberts later on in this game as a bit more of an energetic player. As we just see who is lining up for this. It is Dan James. I think he's going to whip it in. Going to be James or Allen. As they leave it, Dan James, he goes all the way through. And it's going to go out for a corner. But that awkward sort of way through, who was out there? It was someone at the front post. Sort of the front of the ball. Kiefer Moore completely misses the header, or backs in, then it comes off, and that's Joe Roden, the tournament centre half. I haven't watched much Wales this tournament, so I'm going to have to get used to the numbers. That James puts a good ball in there. Luckily, James is, and also Bale, and Kiefer Moore actually, one of their players that you can very, very easily recognise. Rowan, have you already said your farewells to Sancho already? Never. No, it's not over till it's over. It's not over till it's over. I have, mate. It's a sad day. In fairness, I think I was already sort of set in him leaving. I already knew he was off. I really did. Ask any Dortmund fan, they knew that out of Sancho and Haaland, Sancho was the more likely to leave, and it's such a shame that he hasn't been played this tournament so far, because he hasn't had a chance to really shine. Yet, hopefully he plays against Germany, I very much doubt it, but Southgate was smart. You would play... If Mount's back, I would say you play Bellingham and Sancho. They know these German players a lot better than a lot of ours, obviously. They'll know that German backline, but I think the full team will also, with Hummels and Rudiger. It's a header. It's not the most convincing of headers by Roden, but it finds Braithwaite. To Larson, puts the ball in. Headed away well by Roden. And Denmark, this one thing their counter could be so... I mean, it was just one simple ball over the top to Braithwaite. There's going to be so many fumbles and words. It's been so long since done a watch-along. And it hasn't, though. It's only been like 3 days. But it feels so long since we did one. It's a really good ball into midfield. Højbjerg. So we're playing up against two Tottenham men. Well, I know Bale's not there anymore, but Roden and Bale were. Morel clears. But still stays at Denmark's feet. 1,000 at 7-4 for Wales to win. Qualify. Oof. Is that in 90 minutes as well? Jesus. So that's what, let me guess the return. 1,500 return? Ish. Give or take. Because that's a lot of money. A lot of money. Predictions are Sancho will leave this summer, Haaland will leave next summer, and Jude will leave the summer after. I wish I could disagree with you. I really wish, Tubbs. The thing is, you know you love to rattle people, but you are not wrong. You really are not wrong. I think, obviously we know Sancho's off. It's Kasper Dolberg, the Nice man. Gets past one. It just goes for an ambitious opportunity. Nowhere near, but sometimes you do have to have a go. Yeah, I think Sancho, we already know Sancho going. Haaland, yeah, a season later. That includes it. Ooh, very interesting. Very interesting. That includes X time and pens. I suppose it saves you a little bit. Because first knockout game could go to anything. I mean, Wales is going to be tough for them. Obviously, playing in... they're actually in Amsterdam, but there is such a large Danish contingent. Obviously because of the Welsh like travel bans and stuff. So if you wanted, you could get like a boat or a plane to Ireland and fly from Ireland there, but you couldn't fly directly from the UK. And obviously with that front three of Braithwaite, Dolberg, and Mikhail Damsgaard, Metham and Rodin got their Bitest okay, but Vestergaard struggles against Bale. Bale's done really well here, puts a good ball in. Allen will chest it down. To Ben Davies, puts a cross in. And Joachim Miller doesn't get it cleared, finds Bale, who's going to whip another ball in. It's on the floor, cleared away. Jude will be, I think, genuinely Jude might be the saddest one that I've been really disappointed to see leave. Same with Gio. Gio's definitely where I'm like, I don't want to see him go. It's the worst thing about sort of being that feeder club. Yeah. It's the worst thing about being a feeder... Because we shouldn't be a feeder club, but we are. And unfortunately, you need to keep some players. Bale, though, down the middle. Bale shoots! Oof. And it was spinning. And it just goes to the left of the post. But Wales have looked feisty. If 90 minutes it was 4-1, took the easy routes. includes means it basically gives you extra time and pens. Fair play. I suppose it's not a big difference as well. Perhaps Pulisic would convince Gio to join Chelsea. Stop it, Tubbs. Just take them all. I remember reading some things. It was Schultz, Delaney, and one more are free to leave this year. We went to centre-backs. We need centre-backs. Was it? Might be Julian Brandt. But Nico Schultz is one, but they want 20 million for him, which is a lot. It's a lot for Nico Schultz, a man who hasn't had much game time. Striger Larsen, though, to Dolberg, very heavy touch. And it's not been the start you want to see from Denmark if you're rooting for him. If you're rooting for Wales, it's a really good start. And it's one thing Dan James is so good at is his pace. Makes him such a hard play to stay with and mark. Dan James whips it in. Ramsey goes for the flick on. It's still in the box, Ramsey. And it's cleared away. But my God, Wales are absolutely got momentum underneath them as Wales need to show these. Wales fans very unfortunate also that they couldn't get. Oh, look at you. Thing is, Tubbs, it's rare you ever get to there. But you're just culling our side. I'm so worried when Haaland leaves. If we get Daniel Marlon, not as much. But I'm still so worried. I was like, just don't. I don't want it to go. Because it means we're going to be proper shite. We're going to be on Gladbach levels. I don't think he's here. And if he is here, Gladbach, they've actually got a really good team. They just didn't fit together this year. This is nice from Wales. Passing it around so neatly to Bale. He's got Roberts on the overlap. Doesn't use him. Still Gareth Bale. Goes for the shot. Goes way wide, but I tell you what, they've got something in them, Wales, to easily take this game and get this game on their side. And we just saw Ramsey went for the shot. It was actually really well blocked by Simon Kjaer. And then we saw that other Bale chance, which was whipping. And Kjaer actually did a smart thing of moving out of the way. One of the best players for them on and off the pitch. Kjaer really is. Obviously the AC Milan player. Seeing Kasper Schmeichel here. We'll just kick it long. Not the best of kicks, but we'll find a red shirt again. Haaland to Bayern too. I saw that. And I was like, oh, please. I saw that Bale were waiting. And that they were waiting. They were going, is an option. If they decide to either sell Lewandowski or they really think Lewandowski can't keep it up anymore. I know Haaland is an option. And oh, please no. Please. That's the one where I'll go, fucking, anyone Bayern, anyone but, go to a Real Madrid, a Barcelona, and anyone, just not Bayern. You did it with Lewa before. Let's not have it happen again. Also, we've got a repeat of that meme, Lewandowski and Royce meme with Benzema and Ronaldo in that France versus Portugal game. Which, my God, they were a force to be reckoned with, weren't they? Like prime Bale, Ronaldo and Benzema. That Real Madrid side was unstoppable. I mean, they were, but did you have Man City want to buy Grealish? 100 mil. As Gareth Bale's on the wing. Good ball. Ramsey takes a deflection. And Schmeichel will collect. But Gareth Bale looks feisty tonight. Sorry, he ain't worth that much because he ain't that great. Only average of nowhere. 100 million is a lot. It really is a lot. It's... Oof. That is 100 million for Jack Grealish. Don't get me wrong, I think he's a great player and very talented. But for 100 million is so much. Denmark haven't looked convincing in this opening 15 minutes. I mean, obviously playing with a different striker with Kasper Dolberg is going to cause a little bit of problems. But it's one of them ones. They're a talented side and they could easily get a goal out of nothing. But if we're going off current momentum right now, Wales could easily walk through this game. And I had Denmark to go through. When we were talking about these games before, I had, like, if we talk about all the games in this round of 16, and I'll give you my predictions. Because I must say I'm the first one. I get sort of easy games. Like, I had Denmark to win this game, I'm not going to lie. I then had Italy to beat Austria, just because I think Italy will outdo Austria. I have Czech Republic to beat Netherlands. That's my big shot. I backed them from the start. Braithwaite. And that's going to be given as a foul. To a loud chorus of boos. And I can understand why we saw a foul early on where Højbjerg, it was practically the same foul. Kiefer Moore sort of pushing into him. Nothing given, but I suppose Braithwaite was in behind. I have Belgium to beat Portugal. I have Spain to beat Croatia. France to beat Switzerland, unfortunately. I have Germany to beat us, and I've got Sweden to beat Ukraine. Don't know why. So, I could get all these incorrect. I really could. Grealish and Drill City can afford it, so why not? Exactly. If they've got the money, why not? I mean, the thing is, if I'm Villa, you try and lock down Grealish. You've just bought Emi Buendia. Emi Buendia basically snubbed Arsenal, if I'm right in saying. You've got Emi Buendia. Buendia is very talented. You've got Jack Grealish. You've got Ollie Watkins. You've got a very good side. You could easily, if you could keep hold of Grealish, because it will be interesting to see how Grealish would operate in a big team. Because for me, I still think he would obviously shine, don't get me wrong, and I think he'd be very good. But would he be what he is at Aston Villa? Possibly not. For 100 million, that could really, really help Villa's finances. Which, I mean, 100 million could buy, like Tubb said, 3 quality. And when we say quality, we mean quality, because, or you could even get 2. If you could get players invested in sort of what you want to do at Villa, you could very easily snipe some players from a Tottenham or from an Arsenal where, after not a massively successful season, I think especially Tottenham, and Tottenham haven't got a manager right now, you could very easily snipe one of them, couple of them players out if you offer enough. Dan James is driven. It was bobbling. And it goes straight into Schmeichel's hands and looks very frustrated, Kasper Schmeichel. And I don't blame him, because he hasn't been forced to make any worldies of saves, but he hasn't been take his mind off it for like 2 seconds. And he's just going to ping it long and hope for something. And it's an awkward header. Finds Mikkel Damsgaard, who's having a really good tournament so far. Will find Kasper Dolberg just inside the box. Lays it off to Højbjerg. To Joachim Mæhle. Plays it through to Thomas Delaney. Can Denmark get their first opportunity? Whipped in. It's a good ball to the back post. It was headed back in. It was headed, I think it was that striker Larsen who did head it back in. And Joe Rodon defends well. This is what you see from Denmark though. A little bit going forward. Joachim Mæhle. And good defending from Connor Roberts there. Goes out for a Denmark corner. First time Denmark have really got into Belgium's half. Villa on the ascendants, doing the right moves. So unlike some big 6 clubs, Arsenal. I mean, I haven't seen any Arsenal rumours. Leave me off. Fantasy's back live. In fairness, we haven't got much long, because obviously this tournament finishes on the 11th, I think. 11th or the 13th. And then you have got a month, and then Premier League football's back. We're not far away, and I personally cannot wait to see. It'll be very interesting to see how the promoter clubs do. Norwich, obviously Norwich, Brentford, and my head's gone. Oh, no, Norwich, Brentford, and someone in the chat. My head's gone. Watford went back up. Idiot. As that corner does come in, it's a really good ball and headed away by Chris Metham. And it will be another one. Another corner for Denmark and a little bit of momentum. Watford just completely eluded my head for a second. But they are dangerous in the air, Denmark. With Christiansen and Kjær. They could cause some problems in the chase, Kyle. That's it. How could I forget the cycling GK? It's low. Oh. And the corner came in and Simon Kjær had really blitzed away from his man. I think it was Ben Davies. And then he got to the front in front of Connor Roberts. And he loses Connor Roberts here. And sticks a foot out. Does very well. Arsenal for £42 million for Ben. Jesus! Free Ben White didn't go. That's sad, innit? That is a lot of money though, innit? Like, even I know that a bunch of clubs are not going to be doing as much. Stu Larsson whips it in. It's a good ball. Finally headed away by Kiefer Moore. And look at what Dan James brings. The problem is, Højbjerg has done really well to win it back. Crosses it in. Goes to absolutely no one. 42 million for Ben White. And don't get me wrong, Ben White is very talented. But you could get a really good centre-back. For 42. Very interesting. It's strange because I know that some clubs are trying to make money back off the pandemic. Obviously, because a lot of clubs, I know, obviously there'll be more, this is just because of my more personal knowledge, that if we sell Sancho for 85 million up front with add-ons, 70 of that will help with the pandemic losses. Which is a thing, yeah. And I know there's a lot of clubs around the world, obviously, even lower league clubs who you will see a lot of transfers, hopefully, that will just be zero. Brighton got 50 million. Unless you could get it in, like, find a payment structure, maybe 25 up front and 25 in certain add-ons, possibly. So I suppose that isn't bad. But 50 million for Ben White, considering I'm pretty confident United are going to be trying to pay between 40 and 60 for Raphael Varane. It's Griff Metham there. He's just going to get one by the referee for just running into the back of pushing into the back of Kasper Dolberg. Dunk. Exactly. I take Joel Veltman over Noah. Yeah, Lewis Dunk is one of them players who's not even rumoured, but it was go, you know, he could probably play at Big Six club, but nothing ever comes to fruition. Whereas, so good ball in behind. Thomas Delaney's inside. He puts a high ball in. Joachim Miller not going to get to it, and somehow Thomas Delaney was onside there because that's what he does. That is what Delaney does. Eriksen has been handed a 3-place grid penalty for blocking Bottas during qualified. Oh, Georgie Rose. He's technically made it to Q3. So close, weren't it? So close. Same with Nicholas Latifi. I think if you're Williams today, you look back at that as a really good qualifying. Latifi had to make sure all of the other teams go back out on the track and thing. Yet he didn't go through. But he's caused other teams to either use fresher tyres and stuff. So I say well done to Nicholas Latifi for doing a stellar lap. Corner comes in though. They're surrounded. They're all in one area and it will go over. Goes over the crossbar. But Denmark are now getting a bit of momentum in. But it still counts. It exactly does. So I know that I saw that it came on the phone. Does that mean UK, where did he qualify? Where did UK qualify? P8? I'll find out. So that is tomorrow. Obviously, don't forget there will be more watch-alongs tomorrow as well with the obviously the Euros. We're not. It's not over and done with yet. It really isn't. This is just the start of it. We had that little breather. Tomorrow I will be. Unfortunately, you get me again at 5 o'clock for Netherlands versus Czech Republic. Then you will have, I think, Josh for Belgium, Portugal later on in that night. 7th for UK. Hopefully George does get some points in that Williams. I feel like Williams will look back and say today might have been one of their best qualifying performances. Even Latifi got out of Q3 especially, Q1 especially. Joe Allen does really well. The ball's kept in the box, kept in. Joe Allen fighting there. And that's surely a foul and surely going to be a yellow. And it is already, it's Joe Rodon. Joe Rodon swearing at the referee, saying qualifying's finished. It finished. It was on at 2 tubs. As Joe Rodon, there it was a good ball, and just all over Kasper Dolberg. All over him. He wasn't happy. He really wasn't happy. Crap, am I going to miss F1 again? No. It's on at 2 o'clock, innit? We're all good. It's on at 2. We're okay. So I can watch that. That should finish at 4ish, then I can start the lineups for the Netherlands, Czech Republic, 5 PM on the Sports Corner YouTube channel. But Denmark have definitely got back into the game. I think it was 8th for UK. There was definitely like the opening 10 minutes were all Wales. But Denmark getting into their own again. And for me, it's all about Kasper Dolberg. If you can get his foot into his game, hasn't played a lot of minutes in this tournament. I know he's come off the bench. So no starting games. So with Yusuf Poulsen out. Now, is it a yellow card ban Poulsen or is it an injury? It'll be one of them. For me, Kasper Dolberg is definitely one of the players that could step up out of nowhere and score. It's just not many minutes could influence the man to sort of score. Miller plays a really good ball to Damsgaard, to Dolberg, outside the box, and it's in! The bottom right, past Danny Ward. And Denmark are leading here. And we see Yusuf Poulsen there celebrating. A really good finish from Kasper Dolberg, the Nice man. And we've got to look at, 2 things in that build-up play. First off, Joachim Mæhle pass to find Mikkel Damsgaard is incredible. The Damsgaard just keep holding. Mæhle, really good ball. Damsgaard turns to Dolberg, and then Dolberg, 2 touches, spots his corner, places it in there. It's a really good finish from Kasper Dolberg. That's a beautifully spins. That's a great goal. Danny Ward, not stopping that. And that is a great finish from Kasper Dolberg. And Denmark are 1-0 up against Wales. And Wales had all the momentum. And I think there'll be part of them which will be severely disappointed with themselves that they didn't get 1 goal when they had all the momentum with them. Then we've seen the Danish Prime Minister. She's absolutely loving it. Yeah, she is the Prime Minister. Oh, what? The check's over. There was a goal check for a possible offside. Not given. And Kasper Dolberg puts Denmark 1-0 up. And the mental thing is, we look at this tournament and here we go, Bernard, look at that. We love it. We love Kasper Dolberg. And the thing is, I feel so sorry for Wales because I think they would have come into this game. If this was any other tournament, in any other situation, they would be the underdog and they would be favoured. Every fan would be loving it. But because of what's happened in this tournament, everyone is rooting. I feel like everyone, apart from if you're not Welsh, are rooting for Denmark. And it's them again, Braithwaite. In the penalty area. My guy, Dolberg. Big up Kasper Dolberg. Well done to him. If I changed fantasy, I might have not even changed fantasy, I just realised. Vestergaard pings a lovely ball to Strage Larsen. Larsen, he's got Højbjerg if he needs him. Højbjerg whips it in. Cleared away well by Joe Rodon. And there's going to be a foul on Kiefer Moore, and he's not happy. But 1 goal in 2 matches for Kasper Dolberg. And you know what? Yes, he was Stubbs. Who did they? I think did they end up with Paco? If I'm right. So that would have been 2006, 17. I'm pretty confident. Team. I'm just gonna look. Obviously, let's look and see. So who were their forwards going to that season? He will be offside. It's gone over. Obviously, they had Sancho, who was young at the time. Goetze, Yarmolenko. They had Isaac. And I'm pretty confident they obviously wanted Isaac to be a bit more. Didn't work for him there. I'm looking. Yeah, they brought in Yarmolenko that year. For 30 million from Kiev. Michy Batshuayi on loan as well. I think that's what it was. So they brought in Yarmolenko to be that main man. And like their big transfer. Well, not even big. Well, it was the most they spent. And then Michy Batshuayi is the other one. I'm just looking to see who we lost that year. Sven Bender, Emre Mor, he left them. Ginter, Dembele, Ousmane Dembele for 105 million. Jeez. And that was the year we lost to Aubameyang, but replaced him with, because we lost him in the winter, we replaced him with Michy Batshuayi on loan. Subasic as well. You never want to lose Subasic. I'm just looking at sort of that year's abs. If you look at that tournament, obviously Bayern won it, but they Schalke, Hoffenheim, and Dortmund, all the teams in the top 4. Not what you expect. Very tough group as well. Not a good year for Dortmund, really, for being realistic. It's meh. Damsgaard puts it in. Dolberg. He just didn't do anything. And Wales are rattled right now. They really are. I've been fan of Dolberg when I saw him in the UCL semi for Ajax. He was impressive. Like Dolberg, wonder why he isn't linked to big clubs. I don't know if I'm right. His season wasn't that incredible for Nice. I could be completely wrong. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, signed in 2019. Nice didn't have the best year. Yes, 6 goals in Ligue, no goals in Europa League, and 1 goal no goals in the Coupe de France. 6 goals all season, not really impressive, but he's obviously still very talented. Don't get me wrong, he's still so young, only 23. And we've seen that tournaments can sort of put players stock up or bring them down. Could be that. But Wales they're a bit rattled, aren't they? I predicted Verstappen, Hamilton, Norris top 3. Thank God Bottas had a grid penalty on my call. Lucky you. I mean, that fairness, that Allen foul wasn't much, but we saw with Dolberg when the pass came in from Damsgaard. Dolberg just didn't angle, he just stood there. And then he fouls, I don't know who it was in the box. Thoughts on Kobler's new number 1? You know what? Good. Because he's definitely, I feel like he's a better goalkeeper than Hitz and Berke. I feel like if we can keep Berkey and maybe get rid of Hitz, that would be really convincing, because I think Berkey is still good enough to be a number 1 possibly. But have him as a second. Hitz again, I think it's more likely Berkey's going to leave. But yeah, I'm happy with Kobel. I'm very happy. And it also just adds to the more the Swiss goalkeeper contingent. Yeah, that's the problem. Nice just weren't good this year. So possible for him to only get 6 goals. It's an actual bad. I don't think he played all the games. I think he only played 28 games or something. So didn't play all of them. I think the top 3 tomorrow, Perez instead of Norris. I don't know, mate. I really don't know. Obviously, the F1 watchalongs have stopped because of the Euros. They should be back, the F1 watchalongs. It would be... And obviously, if you're not an F1 fan... for a lot of full scale... I mean, bunch of stuff announced today. With obviously Sochi, he's not going to be on the track in 2023. The first one race that should be back would be Great Britain. It would be Silverstone. Because obviously Austria is next week again. But yeah, Silverstone. Maybe. Should be. Should be with all the Euro games. Definitely Silverstone, I can tell you. What, the final's on the 11th? Yeah, the 11th is a weekend, that's fine. I did get worried for a second. I really did. But 35 minutes in here and it's all switched to Denmark. Opening 10 minutes were Wales, and they really look like probably a convincing win, but instead, cross comes in, it misses Dolberg, and it rattles off Metham, then Morel, and it goes out for a corner. But there's no calm from Wales. Metham just did head it into Morel. But it's another corner for Denmark now. Will be crossed in. We just see the Danish manager there talking to someone. Could be an injury, we'll see. Bless me. Bless me. It goes to Delaney. He keeps it in the box to Dolberg. Really good drive from Dolberg. Keeps it in to Thomas Delaney. Delaney will cross it in. It's a good ball in. Danny Ward's... Oh. Ward does drop it. And the referee's deemed a foul Christensen on Ward. Ever since that goal went in, Tubbs, 100%. It was actually Kier makes foul. Let's look in here. It's Christensen who makes the contact. That's not a foul. I don't think that's a foul. Exactly. It's just thump it out. Try pass it. Like, look at that, passing on the back. Danny Ward will clear it. Poor pass. Denmark get it back. That's a poor ball, though. Morel wins it back. And now a bit of a chance for Wales to go forward. On this right side with Gareth Bale. Thank you, Tubbs. It was a lovely seize. Joe Allen, though, into the midfield to Morel. And Wales have really got to get going. Calm themselves. I think that's the big thing, as you said, Tubbs, headless chicken settings. They're all over the place, and it's just a thing of take a breather. Get the possession. It's Bale, though. Tries to play through Kiefer Moore. Well blocked by Yannick Vestergaard. And he start wrapping goalies in bubble wrap because they're so fragile. I understand, obviously, keepers are sometimes more of a risk because... No, well, they're not. I'm about to say they're more of a risk because when they're jumping out to catch the ball, there's no, like, stability there with their hands, but they can catch it with their hands. Whereas, as Connor Roberts has gone down, I think it's Connor Roberts. He's stretched for the ball, and he immediately went down here. He stretched to keep it in. He tried to keep it. And you saw it immediately. Went to go grab that leg. And it's definitely not cramped, but... Obviously, Nico Williams probably would come on. Or Chris Gunter, actually. There's two players who could come on. And you see Rob Page. It's going to happen this time. So he's obviously stayed off. Interesting to see if there's going to be a subs. I don't want to see Dunder go. He doesn't need to go. Why did he stay here forever? There was part of me that hoped that he didn't get called up. But then obviously that means... Because he hasn't been playing. I know that some people I know it's Twitter, so you can't really believe anything going, oh, we should be paying this much for a man who can't even start at the Euros. But I'm like, he probably would get into every other team. As Connor Roberts looks like he is going to come off injured. There's no shape. There we go. But I say there was no shape from Wales there to restructure and get set to like defend from a Danish attack. It was more, yeah, we probably should move, shouldn't we? Joachim Mail to Delaney. Højbjerg to Mihail. To Delaney. Oh, just a bit too much on it. Well defended there from, I think that was Morel. And it's one thing Wales have got. One thing that Wales have got is Kiefer Moore in them. I was considering, is it just, gets an elbow from Kiefer Moore because he's just been booked, and if Wales win, he will miss the quarterfinals. Tubbs, I was going to say that. I was going to say, it could be a ball injury. But it will be Nico Williams who is going to come on as that right back. So no opportunity for Chris Gunter. Yet. So Nico Williams, get around 5 minutes. So not a nice injury for Connor Roberts, which might probably maybe rule him out. Oh, we've seen a Johnny Williams appearance. Oh, please. But yeah, what's it called? What am I going to say? Not a nice injury. Proper does stretch. As I did spit on my monitor, that's not nice. And we're just seeing Larson and Højbjerg and things like, yeah. And then Kyle said, did United actually sign Sancho? I've been so fed up of hearing every 2 years maybe, or hearing Sancho this, Sancho that. It's happening, Kyle. It's happening, unfortunately. Thank you, Tubbs. I appreciate it. You're the voice inside my head where I've got to stop myself. Free kick, not the most convincing. Flicks in the box, still with Denmark. Delaney whips it in, and there'll be another corner. And if you had like 7 corners for Denmark, I think you'll be very close. Peter, come on. You can't say that. I'll leave that. The man did have a heart attack. But as an Englishman, I'm rooting for Denmark. The thing is, Peter, there is also, I've got a feeling there is a big Danish contingent anyway. I say be excited. Definitely. If you are a United fan, be excited because you're going to get one of the best right mids. You're going to get one of the best players right now on form. Maybe not one of the best, but it's a poor pass. Wait, taps it past one, can't get it. I think the thing is, Peter, I think there is a big Dutch contingent, Danish contingent there, just because of travel reasons. Easier for Danish fans to get there than Welsh fans due to COVID. So when you hear boos, it will largely be Danish fans. So don't take it as a thing of sympathy for Denmark. Take it more of a, it's a, like as in, let's say England plays Sweden. We're not booing the Sweden players because we're backing our side, and also as an Englishman, you technically, I don't want to see Wales and Scotland do better than us, because why would you? Because we are Great Britain and stuff, but we are different countries, and it's a very similar, like, say, if like United fans, they don't want to see Manchester City do well. Same with Everton fans, they don't want to see Liverpool do well unless like there's a reason for it. As another player's gone down under a head injury, and he will just stop play for this. It's Kasper Dolberg who didn't get up quick. We'll be excited when we sign Sancho. We also need to strengthen in other areas and hope United deliver not order. So I know, Kyle, so once you get Sancho, most people want centre back and DM. So I would say Raphael Varane. I think he's another one that you're heavily linked to. I don't think Fabrizio Romano was tweeting much about Varane. Wait, is the Lions playing today? I'm just looking. I realise that the Lions also playing in England. Oh, they played today. They beat Japan. Was that today? Scotland were failed. So it was the match's first home game. Oh, so they're playing at home. Oh, so they're playing here and then they'll fly out to South Africa to begin their actual tour. Oh, wow. Alwyn Jones is out of the tournament. Got a dislocated shoulder. That's huge. Oh, Rafa Benitez is set to be appointed as Everton manager next week, I've just seen. One thing that will... He's very defensive, Wan-Bissaka. He's a very good right defender. Like, how Trent is very good going forward, Wan-Bissaka is very good at defending. So maybe having Sancho in front of him. Joachim Mæhle, though, driving great defending from Joe Morel. Really good defending from him. He's been one of Wales' best players in this game. I think maybe just having Wan-Bissaka, knowing that Sancho is in front of him, may just go, right, I know I've got this guy in front of me that I could pass to the ball and stay back and know that this guy could create. Sancho does work better when he's got the opportunity for someone to overlap with him. Because what you saw a lot with the Hakimi role, especially, and sometimes when Matteo Mori played, was it would be Sancho holds it up, plays it through to Mori, who's done a little overlap, then Sancho goes. It's flicked on by Dolberg. Mæhle, he shoots. He maybe should have laid that off of Martin Braithwaite. It wasn't on target. Danny Ward's made the save. If he lays that off to Braithwaite, it was open. And it was Larson whips a great ball in. And Dolberg flicks it on. Nico Williams missed it. Braithwaite gets a touch, plays it off to Mæhle. And Danny Ward makes the save. It will be interesting to see how Sancho does work in that United side. Does need to improve in that game, but if he's got Sancho there, first of all, that might just help him naturally, having a really good attacking player. But also, it will allow him to do his defensive role a lot more. As Denmark will have this corner with a minute left of this game. Larson crosses it in. It's a good ball. Headed away. Still in the box. Delaney wins the header. Cleared away. Just scrapped away. And there's still 50 seconds left for Denmark to easily get a goal. Yep. Benitez to Everton is happening. I just saw Sky Sports news tweet out Rafa Benitez is to be announced within the week, apparently. If I just look. I didn't realise he'll have his own choice of tyres. Yeah, Rafa Benitez is set to be appointed as Everton's new manager next week. Oof. That's big. That is very big. Nico Williams obviously has had to come onto the pitch for Connor Roberts. Pinged across to the other side of the pitch, but not enough energy from Wales. The whistle will be blown, and it's 1-0 Denmark. And after what was a great opening 10 minutes for Wales, like Gareth Bale was on fire in them opening 10-15 minutes. As soon as Denmark got that goal, not even as a goal, as soon as they started going forward, you sensed the tides were changing. And Kasper Dolberg with a lovely finish outside the box, kills it into that bottom right. And then who have they got? They've got Ashley Williams, and that's Hal Robson-Kanu. And I think, is that Steve Bruce? No, Steve Bruce, Matt Hughes. So it's a 4 Welsh lineup. But yeah, I think Denmark have been exceptional today. And this, especially when they got the momentum with them. Larson, on the right, has been everywhere. He's had a great game so far. Same with Joachim Mæhle, but you talk about Mæhle all the time and how he's been so good for them. But 1-0 as it stands, Kasper Dolberg, all the difference. Don't forget, if you are new, don't forget to check out, you're obviously on the YouTube, like, subscribe and notification, all the YouTube stuff. You already know it, you hear it enough. All the YouTube stuff that you need to do, like, subscribe, share it. I don't know what else you need to do. So don't forget that tonight, KL will be live at 8 PM UK time. For Italy, Austria, that's obviously the other game that is going on today. And as we are in that knockout, I think we should have a quick reminder of my Euro predictions. It also allows me to get a drink. So for my winners, it was controversial when I first chose it. It's probably even more controversial because I've got Germany as my winners. And do I regret it? Yes. And do I wish I chose Italy? Yes. But am I going to back it? Yes. Come on, Germany. I never thought I'd say that as an Englishman. Obviously, if we beat them, I'll be very happy. Because we'll be going through to a next stage of the tournament. But if Germany win, I'll be disappointed. But at least I had them to win the tournament. I'm just trying to look at the stats. So, and then as my top goal scorer, I had Karim Benzema. Now, if you join me and Josh for our stream for the France, the Germany-Hungary and the France-Portugal, you would know that I did have a £10 bet that Sky Bet was doing. Yes, Tubbs, I had Germany, don't. If you knew, I had a £10 free bet that you get on the on Sky Bet. No, you put a £10 bet on Euros top goal scorer, Golden Boot. Whenever they score, you get a £3 free bet. Great, right? Yeah. My top goal scorer, Benzema, I thought, you know what? After 2 games he hadn't scored, I thought, So just before kickoff, I cashed out. I cashed out for £5.50 because I thought, you know what? We'll cash out. I don't think he's going to score, really, and I'm just going to leave it. Karim Benzema then went and scored 2 in that game, and I look like an idiot. Because he went on to score 2 in that game. Luckily, to save my woes, I did put a bet on him for a score brace, so I did make some money. I want Germany to win, but I don't think they would. Yeah, I thought they would. Going into the tournament, I was just like, I know, Kylie's so on the ball. We appreciate it. I was like, you know what? I feel like Germany could have a slip. I feel like this might be Timo Werner's tournament. After a year of sort of, not heartache, won Champions League, but in terms of a year of he's gonna have a chance to shine. And the top goal scorer now is Ronaldo on 5, so I look like an idiot. My most assists, I look even more like an idiot. I had Mason Mount. I thought England were going to score a couple of goals. We scored 2. We haven't conceded any as well, but we scored 2 goals. And surprisingly, Mason Mount, he played the first game, didn't get anything. We'll have to draw that the second game. And then the final game, he was out. My surprise package is still in the tournament. I don't know Tubbs. I don't have everyone else's, unfortunately. I could probably go find him. I had Czech Republic as my surprise package. Yes, there was biased. Of course there was biased. I had to back them, and it's paying off. My biggest disappointment, I went Portugal. Ronaldo's top goal scorer, but they nearly got knocked out. I think I can hold on for that. I once watched Sasa Kalajic, the Stuttgart man. Yeah, how did that pay? Obviously, Austria's setup doesn't help him as much, unlike the wingers at Stuttgart. But, I thought he may get like 2 goals a goal. I mean, he could still do it. He really could, but yeah. I don't know. Maybe I might be able to find the rest of the guys. Hold up. I'll play the advert for you first, and then we'll go YouTube on him. So, obviously, don't forget, Wales-Denmark is on now. Second half will be coming up very soon. Wales forced into that 40th minute change. Connor Roberts coming off. Nico Williams come on. Italy versus Austria. KL will be live at 10 to 8 tonight. He's back to Austria all the way. Can they knock out one of the favourites, Italy, who have played incredibly well this tournament? Then, I'll be back for Netherlands versus Czech Republic. Tough game for Czech Republic. Netherlands have been good, but they haven't been tested. Is this the time? Then, Josh will be live with Belgium versus Portugal. That is on at 10 to 8 tomorrow. So those are all the games coming up in the next 2 days. Also, I know Wales says to be confirmed. Okay, you've got me. I could probably find it. It would be one of the start of the Euros streams. So I'm going to keep on talking while I find the sports corner. Here we go. Okay. I've loaded up Croatia, Czech Republic. We don't want that. Who did that one? Josh and KL did that one. Because me and Josh did England, Scotland. That makes sense. Okay. I'm at the first Watchalong, which would have been Turkey, Italy, if I'm right. No. Yeah, Turkey, Italy. Now, did Josh show our Euro predictions? I always forget that I feel like Josh's mic is always so much lower than all of us. That's the opening match records. Okay. I'm going through the first Watchalong, and I haven't seen it being flashed up yet. We'll go to half-time. We might be able to get it at half-time. I know. Josh has actually had things. I'm just looking here. Oh, here we go. We love Josh. We stan him. So, I found Josh's. So, because obviously in the round of 16s, can I show it? I might be able to show this, actually. Hold up. Hold up. We may be able to show this. I was going to be careful that I don't show what's underneath If we go display capture, boom. You don't want to see that. Not this one. No. Why is it showing that? Okay. You can see what I see. Luckily, it's not that bad. As well just flash up the thumbnail. No, we don't want to see the thumbnail. We want to see me. If I actually click that, it shouldn't pop up straight. Window capture. Surely? Yes. Add source. Okay, it's not window capture. We're going to figure this out. We're not adding a scene. Video capture, we've got that. Window capture, no. Well, yeah, if I add a new window, if I just go call like window capture 1. Oh, that's YouTube. Nope. There we go. Look at this. Here you go. Oh, Rowan's got brain cells on brain cells. Now it should be all right. So these are the other guys' predictions. So as you can see, we've got Josh's prediction there. So he went for winners with Belgium, and they're definitely in good stead. Golden Boot, he went Ronaldo. Fucking all, and I don't know how many of them did actually go Ronaldo. Hi, Ethan, mate. Hope you're all good. If I just look though, if I go Euro, yeah. So I've got the things to try and confirm. Kieran's prediction might be there. Obviously, for top assister, he went Kevin De Bruyne. Now, he's having a bit of a stink. He's not even in the top 3, top 5, top 6 even. Surprise package Ukraine, they're still in tournament. A little bit of poor performance. Biggest disappointment Netherlands, again, haven't been tested, but they're still through there. And wants to watch went Manuel Locatelli. Okay, that was Josh's. Right, we're going to skip through all of Josh's. See if... Alright, Josh, how many are you looking at? Oof. Oh, you can do... Look, we're just getting a Josh thing. If we just show Josh's screen this entire Watchalong, we're all good. Right, well... So Josh didn't really give us anyone else's predictions. KL spoiled his by saying it was very Gladbach biased. As I'm going to try and find maybe KL's first watch-along. Did he flash them up there? KD. Surely KD had his. I don't know which watch-along he did. Was it a Czech Republic one? It would have been. Scotland, Czech Republic. I'll find out if KD flashed his predictions. So Josh's has gone okay. Oh, I found it, KD's. Oh, there you go. So KD's was Portugal the winners. Still in the tournament, not the most convincing of group stages. Golden Boot, he went Ronaldo. Again, that's cheating. Moses Griezmann, not up there, but he's played very well. Surprise package Denmark, they're through. Biggest disappointment Germany, they're through. Wants to watch Jude Bellingham. Yeah, has played quite a bit and he's played very well and impressed everyone. And then KL's? Has KL got one? Gladbach, bad predictions then, eh? Ooh. KL, back yourself. Back yourself, KL. Back the Gladbach boys. Oh, we've got KL's predictions. Oh, that's ones to watch. That's Dennis Zakaria. We don't need watch on. We want KL's predictions for the tournament. Oh, see, look at that. We love KL getting it quicker than I can find it. You're an absolute hero. As we just delete that. We will run through. Hello, Saka. How are you, mate? But KL's predictions was Rowan snapping on other people's personal mate. We've got to get the advantage. So we already made it. I think we've already seen all each other. We put it in the chat. And you went, winners Germany. Power. Fuck off. Fuck off. He's gone for power of Ginter for Germany. Okay. Lukaku just top scorer. No reason. I'm trying. Have you got a Belgian player? You don't, do you? Switzerland power of Valverde. He's gone for Muller to assist Ginter. And disappointment Netherlands. Wow, not power of Zakaria as well, Kieran. And Mbolo. Mbolo's been one of their best players. So it's very... I can't believe you haven't backed Brill. But yeah, back in Ginter. Who do that? Not me. I know Victor Sigankov wants to watch. He didn't play. They're through. We've got one more round of Sigankov bingo. Will he play or will he not? That's the game we wait and see with Sigankov. Because that'd be so funny. The players are back. Oh no, it's the subs warming up. Ignore me. Why am I on the Euros? Fantasy. That's why. Euro Fantasy. Euro Fantasy Football. Here we go. Because I haven't actually checked my team for a while. One of them scored one goal, Tub, the other doesn't. Whoa! What? I just realised who you were dissing then. We're not having that. Can I put him in timeout? Oh, shit. Oh, it's because he's a mod, I can't. He's been let off. He ran out of characters. Oh, no! I've timed him out. I didn't mean to. Well, I did. Can I untime out? Can I untime out? I'm so sorry, KL. I didn't think you'd do anything because you're a mod. We'll see him in 300 seconds. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I should have been given power. I've wheeled it for just no use. I'm looking at my fantasy. Match day 3 was great. 41 points. Crap. I did make a bit of an error. I did leave Robert Lewandowski in my team, even though he is out of the tournament. That was quite disappointing from me. I'm so sorry, KL. I really am. I'm so sorry. Wait, it wasn't me. It was Josh. I actually don't have the Sports Corner account, so unfortunately, yeah, Josh came in and look, Josh is wielding his power around, so we're okay. We know it definitely wasn't me. Because big second half about to start. As Rome just is huge for him. For some reason, it's just got all of this. It's whenever I'm doing a watch along, I'm just get absolutely roasted. But the second half is going to be underway very, very soon. Oh, it was Josh Kyle. Josh, some reason timed him out. For some reason, I don't know why he would do that. I about to say I don't think I'd be able to step foot in that watch along. I genuinely would. I am considering messaging him and just apologising for timing it out because I really didn't mean to. I'm sorry, Kieran, mate. I am. I've actually got no one playing right now. Why have I gone so defensive? I've gone really defensive in my picks. I played a back 5 in fantasy. Yeah. Yeah, it was all Josh here. He came in, he said some really harsh things as well. He showed some really harsh things. Why is he still in timeout? 300 seconds. When did he put the message? 18. How long's 300 seconds? I can't do that. That's 5 minutes. It's like 5 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry. No. I'll put myself in timeout next stream. And Wales have got to really come out to this second half now. And really put their name out. Put their name there and say, we're not going down without a fight. Because there was points in that game where it really did look like that for Wales. Can my phone stop pinging? Hold up. I'm going to piss and mute my phone. 2 seconds. I'm going to bite someone. Messenger notifications for an hour. I'm just going to message my bad, mate. Didn't mean to time KL out. There we go. I've apologised. And we should get some good games now. Joe Morrell in the midfield. Spots it out to Nico Williams. Of Savage coming off the bench. Tries to play it through to Dan James. Instead, goes right to the feet of Kasper Schmeichel. And for Denmark, it's just holding out on this win. Hold on to it. Because that's what they need to do. Because they played so well in that second half after the Wales domination. And Wales couldn't really go back to it. Ramsey is forced to get it. Disgusting cheats, what a foul. I know Peter's ahead of me. This is where it's just not going to be a foul, is it? That's not a foul. It's not a foul. Is it? I don't know. I hate biased in commentary. I understand that Robbie Savage is Welsh. Braithwaite though. Squares it across. It's not cleared away. It's in the back of the net. And it is 2-0 to Denmark. I can't change the score. I'm on the wrong thing. That's why. And that is Joe Morrell. And I said he actually was one of the better players. And that is a really poor goal. Skis concede, regardless of if you think it was a foul or not. I'm going to time you out. You're not even going with card today. Bale protesting heavy. Saying it's a foul and keeping more by Simon Kjaer. Possibly. But Denmark played to the... The problem is Denmark did play to the whistle. It was in it. Højbjerg then lifts it to Braithwaite, who does incredible. Drives it down the right-hand side. Plays it across the face goal. No one there. And it was Nico Williams, a substitute, who just kicks it right into the feet of Dahlberg. And I mean, he's got a second. That is awful. There is a goal check going on, so it might be ruled out, but I think the problem is here. It's actually... And the check is over. Still a goal. 2-0 to Denmark. And regardless of what you think it should be a foul, regardless of whether you think it was a foul or not, they should be defended so much better than that. So much better. So poor. Especially from Nico Williams. It just doesn't... not even that it doesn't look, he just clears it. And he just clears it right to the feet of Kasper Dahlberg. I hope Dahlberg, your whole Dahlberg, you hope Dahlberg gets the hatter. It's close, mate. It's so close. I mean, that might be one of the luckiest goals he's ever scored in his career. He's not going to care because he's 2-0 up. It's what Denmark needed. Something, because Wales, both starts of the half, they've came out energetic and fighting. And one goal, the first goal really crushed that and slowed it down. And for Denmark, it's the same. They've got a second. Will they slow the momentum? They can dictate pace. Now they've got that 2-goal cushion, they could play this game completely slower. Frustrate Wales, because that's what we saw when that first goal went in. They were frustrating them. It's a really good ball now. And Thomas Delaney's on the wing. We don't expect him there. Switches it all the way across to the left. It's a really good ball to Joachim Mæhle, who does get a cut up to Damsgaard. It's still not cleared. It's going to be Dahlberg to Larsen. We'll just take his time. To Højbjerg. Back to Larsen. Denmark don't need to push. And it's one thing Wales have got to. They've got to try and win this ball back. I mean, when you've got Dan James, you could easily get a counter. So you could either sit very resiliently and hope you in the ball can then send Dan James on his merry way. As Braithwaite makes a nice little run. Holds up. Ben Davies puts a cross in. Nico Williams defends well. He heads it away. Now it's James. Kicks it long. And it's blocked well. Oh, it's Denmark again. Damsgaard. It's took a huge deflection there of Joe Roden. Finds Martin Brathwaite on the wing. To Larsonen. They're looking for a third here, and we saw it when they played Russia. Sort of the floodgates opened, and they just wouldn't stop scoring. And I feel like we could definitely see that today. But 2-0 right now as it stands. Can Wales get one back? Because one back makes this game interesting. A third really finishes it off. So I meant this time KL for a joke. And the thing is, he hasn't commented as well, so I don't know if I've hurt his feelings. I don't think I have. I'm sorry, KL. I'm so sorry. Hello, Christian, mate. Hello. I've got me all my mates in here. Bale. To Morel. I don't know. I don't know whether it's suspended. Ball's laid off. Williams does well to keep it. It's a good ball in. It's headed by Gareth Bale. How long is Poulsen out for? Sugiapolo. I'm not gonna say it because I know you tried to get me to say something. I thought it was suspended. Yusuf Poulsen. When tapping Yusuf, it comes out Yusuf Poop. Hold up. I'm just looking. Thigh problems, return unknown. Yeah, thigh problems, so they don't actually know how long he's going to be out for. Hello, Christian, mate. What did he do? What did he say? You can leave him in. I know him, which is all right. But what was he saying? I don't mind you timing him out. I don't even know. Vestergaard's lost it, and this is where Wales are dangerous. It's Aaron Ramsey. Puts it into the box, and no one's there. And Simon Kjær clears it and screams. It was a big, big clearance. Well, that was in it's not even, that's the thing. It's not even Romanian. I can't believe that really, Christian? You're better than that. You are better than that. You're better than that, mate. Cheers for Ronaldo. So we've got some good mods on this channel. I've already detected it in Finnish as well. Weird. Legend Ronaldo. If Delaney has gone down injured here. Christian, come on. Positivity we want, Christian, mate. We've got good mods. You say anything, they'll get rid of you. Oh, it's sucked my dick. It's quite funny. It's quite funny. See, Christian, we've got good mods in the chat. That's the thing. You've got to be careful. You've got to be more sneaky if you want to insult us. We've got very good mods. As this game has slowed down, I'll be honest with you. It really has. 2-0 as it stands right now. Also, the thing is, when that Dahlberg goal goes in, and it happened with the first one, Wales just lose it, and I don't know whether it is frustration or what. There is going to be a foul. Just a little bit of contact in the air. How offensive. It's mental that I know what SMD meant as well, Bernardo. That is great. I'm just going to set my phone up here. Just came out for any little bits of news. Bernardo, the thing is, you're incredible. Because literally, so I know Christian, he just messaged me saying, fuck, that guy's smart. I said, suck cock in Romania. I'm about to say, I feel like you're too smart, Bernardo. You need to put things in Arabic. This is where our next stream, my entire stream is going to be in Arabic, just to test you. As I think there will be a change for Denmark. Christian Norgard will come off to the Brentford midfielder. I presume he would just come off for Thomas Delaney, who had a little bit of cramp. You're all good there. As I think this substitute will be made. No, it won't. It's going to warm up. But Wales have got to go for it now. 30 minutes left to get two. Nico Williams lays it off to the backfield, and they've got to go forward. And you see, like Ramsey, James, Bale calling for it up front, Kiefer Moore, but no one trying to go for the ball and move to the ball. They're just hoping they ping it up long, and you know what? That can work. We've seen it with a bunch of teams. It worked from the long ball, but it hasn't worked for you so far. So try something different. Because right now it's not paying off. And Wales, I mean, they've enjoyed a nice possession of... possession, not spell. A spell of possession, there we go. And it's switched across to Ben Davies. To Bale. Still Gareth Bale. It's headed. Dan James! And he's took a big deflection. And SCHMEICHEL. What a Bernardo. Bernardo, one of the most loyal. He genuinely is a true OG. He really is. His even name says it. I don't even know if his name is for the Sports Corner, but I take it as the Sports Corner. No, Gaddy's just going to be waiting. Wait, what? Well, they've just announced a substitution. They've just announced a substitution. As Joe Morrell will come off. And Harry Wilson will come on. So definitely more of an attacking-minded change. And then they said Damsgaard had come off for a Norgard, but Norgard had not moved. But Damsgaard is staying up in it. And so, yeah, it's Thomas Delaney who is going to come off for Norgard. Oh, no, so Delaney's not even good. So Delaney has come off, and it's Matthias Jensen who's come on for him. Obviously, the other Brentford player. And then the other one, Norgard, is going to come on for... Okay, it will be for Mikkel Damsgaard. So Damsgaard will come off. And so, yeah. But well done to Mikkel Damsgaard. I mean, at the age of 20 years old, becoming one of the best players in this tournament. And for Denmark, 100%. Big sub. Huge sub for him to come off right now. Because he's very good. But I think fitness, for Denmark, it's fitness now. Getting fitter players, you would hope he would be through right now. So having... taking Damsgaard and Delaney off, two key players in this setup. I think Braithwaite possibly would be probably the next one. Maybe a Højbjerg, Larsen, or Joachim Mahale. Oh, it's just a heavy touch by Mahale. Larsen lays it off to Højbjerg. To Jensen, who is bullied over. And that's not big of a foul, but Wales don't create anything from it. And Vestergaard will go for the shot. And I think you can presume... You need this Højbjerg clean sheet. Bernardo, mate, because we haven't talked to you in a while. What's going on with Tottenham, lads? You just don't have a manager. Even Everton have got a manager now. I'll get him one. Like these big days. See, I know Christian. He loves Yusuf Poulsen. He loves it. He loves him. Laudrup as well. Yeah, but I'm about to say Bale's going to get a late one to spite you. Because I'm about to say, like, you don't have a manager. I haven't heard much about you just in the news. I know that Levy is a slightly not that good of a chairman. I think we can leave it at that. to maintain some professionalism, he's not that good of a chairman. Spurs are a circus. I know, they are. They're really not. I'm going to say they're just... I don't understand. You're a month. It's very Christian said Gazaby touches sheep in the wrong place. So who's really winning? Your whole board. I know. Like we're nearly just a month and a half away from the start of the season, and you don't have a manager in yet. Okay, fair enough. But then when are you going to get a new manager? Because you would hope that you have a new manager by at least when the players have returned. Would you be happy with Ryan Mason? Genuinely. As Gareth Bale will take this throw in. It's a weird one. It's not the most convincing. Oh, we know he loves the screamer. Joe Allen hitting it on that volley just over the crossbar. Close opportunity for Wales there. I mean, you might as well go for it. Nothing else is working for you right now. As, by the way, it probably definitely was a foul, if we're being honest, on Kiefer Moore, but maybe there was a little bit of Danish bias. Who knows? Who knows? 2 months without a manager, scamming the fans with Conte, disrespecting Fonseca, and then trying to get the big at Gattuso. You really have been on a yes, get in there. Conte could be, we're not getting him. You know what? We'll get him Fonseca, and then you're not allowing him, so it's okay. We'll just bring Gattuso. No. I think genuinely, no. I'm going to say give Ryan Mason a shot, but he'll just play his mates. Like, he literally went on holiday with Harry Kane, didn't he? Like, who's even... Well, there is a lot available. Eddie Howe. And I don't know if Eddie Howe's waiting out for a certain job. But it'd be interesting what he could do with a really big purse and a talent... Because, well, not a big purse, but you've definitely got a larger purse than what Bournemouth had. Very talented side. It'd be really interesting if Eddie Howe could sort of create something there in this squad. So I'm just going to grab a quick drink. Let's just scroll the teams there just in case. Denmark, they pass it around so nice. That was Norgard and I think Jensen. Poor ball by Højbjerg. Quite a poor ball. But 2-0, like it's Special City's rhyme hits on No New Friends FC. It would be very interesting to see who Tottenham get, and you need to get one soon. Obviously, especially with, I think, Everton announcing... Whew! Danny Ward was on his back foot then. It was Matthias Jensen. From a complete ambitious angle. Absolutely swings a shot, I'm going to say. And it just misses. Just misses. So close. Bale's got it though. Great. Good tackle by Christensen. Well one back there. Off Højbjerg. You know what? And it hasn't been the domination that it was before. It really hasn't. But it's definitely... Like, do you know when Denmark saw that first goal? It's not been the same as that. But Wales have not created much yet. There is still 25 minutes. And one goal changes it all. Both teams. Wales get one, you would say game over. If Denmark get one, it's game over, really. If Wales get one, it really turns back into a really open one. It's Joe Allen. Still Joe Allen. Turns really well here. Goes for the shot. Blocked well. Vestergaard. And that's a really poor touch by Ben Davies. Now it's Braithwaite. To Højbjerg. Really poor pass. To Dolberg. And Wales get it back. And this is what you want to see if you were backing them today. Bale to James. Bale now. He's got Ben Davies on the left and we'll use him. Lays it off. Finds Gareth Bale. Wales going to go going. Bale will play the ball in. Headed away by Højbjerg. Then Dolberg wins the initial header. Tries to possibly win a foul. You know what he was doing there. And now, Chris Metham. And I think Wales have gone to really a back three now. Nah. Going forward, it's a back three. Joe Allen to Nico Williams. The man who was basically gave away that goal for Dolberg. Is my internet gone? We should be alright. I can see the things buffering there. I think we're okay. Bale puts it into the box. Cross comes in, headed away. I'm in 240p. And Højbjerg is fouled. As I will give a quick refresh just to get my connection back. Wales have got a bit of fight in the soul. Oh, Ben Davies just clattering into Højbjerg. Højbjerg will be back upon his feet. Obviously, two teammates. Is this two-leg fed? Single elimination, mate. Single elimination. One game sets your fate. As Andreas Cornelius. No Hatter. And I presume, yeah, it's Dolberg who's coming off. And what a good game from Kasper Dolberg. And that is 2 goals for him. Presume it's Kasper Dolberg. 12. That's definitely Dolberg. Dolberg will come up. 2 goals for the man. To loud cheers. And you know, that's what the kid, he's older than me. That's what he needed. It really is. And you see what it means to him, to the coaching staff. Andreas Cornelius will come on. It's what Denmark needed to do. They need to come out and get to goals early. And they got it in the second half. And they've been able to not dictate play as much. I think Wales, it has been majority of Wales. You're all good, mate. I don't mind. I don't mind. You're all good. Just comment when you want. As long as it's not go. As long as it's not go Wales. I nearly said Bale. 75th minute free kick. I don't care. I really don't. Well, I do a little bit, but it's rare that I'm not always checking on it at all times. Because I don't know which I getting spoiled in chat or thingy, because I have the lineups on the same. So I've got 2 screens. One with the games on this one, and then I've got the YouTube on the left. The thing is, with the Euro, I've got the team lineups on the right just with numbers, so I can sort of identify them a bit quicker. And so sometimes Google spoils it quicker. It depends on time. Goal for Bale, hole in one. Larson. Braithwaite. Good challenge there by Metham. To Ben Davies now. Oh. As there is no long left in this game. 20 minutes for Wales to get one back in this game. It's enough time. It really is. As Rowan is hungry. I have got gammon. I have got a gammon in the fridge. Oh, gammon joint, not joint. Like a flat one. Say a flat gammon? I don't know what it's called. Kiefer Moore. And I tell you what, he's going to be missing. If Wales do a comeback, he'll be missing from the next game. But he's not done anything today, Kiefer Moore. He really hasn't. Stu Larsen plays it through to Højbjerg, who's sitting on the right. Oh, I'm not. You've only got me for full duty on one day. No, so it will be KL for Italy, Austria. Tomorrow's Netherlands, Czech Republic will be with me. Belgium, Portugal will be with Josh. And then This is where my knowledge. Croatia, Spain will be with Josh on Monday at 5. France, Switzerland will be with KL at 8. And then I'm doing England, Germany at 5. Sweden, Ukraine at 8. So you've got me full duty on Tuesday. And depending how the England-Germany game goes, wait to see how good that Sweden-Ukraine watch-along is. As I'm absolutely fucking sweating. 18 minutes left. Bale returns to Real Madrid, right, doesn't he? Steven Bale. Gareth Bale, there he is. Here we go. No, I don't want his tweet, I want his transfer market. Very interesting to see what happens with Bale. So he's returned to Real Madrid. 90 million they bought him for. And I suppose 8 years later, he still refuses to learn Spanish. That's one of the mental things for me. Is that you're there for 8 years. You learn Spanish. I feel like it's the same anywhere else. Well, let's say in America, they spoke a different language to us. If we went over to America, if I went over to live in America, I would speak their language. Same like with Germany. I really want to go move to Germany. He's good with Ancelotti. He might get played, and maybe that's the confidence he needs. He's obviously not the best in age as he was years previous, but he's still Gareth Bale. He's still one of the world's best at points, and it will be very interesting to see how he does under Ancelotti. It's a great mailer, puts it into the box. Great defending from Rodon. I think it was Larson at the back post thing, and now Wales have got a chance to break. Bale's on the left. Ramsey, it's a heavy ball to Bale. It's Bale versus Christensen. Bale taps it past, crosses it in. And again, it's that rock of the back, Simon Kjær. If you live somewhere, exactly. If I moved to Germany, I would learn German. You know what? Maybe, like in the first 6 months, or first time living there, it'll be tough. Yeah, at least the basics. And you eventually do just pick stuff up. Like, when people move over to England, they know how to speak English. They will learn basic English that gets you in far enough where you can just start learning. Thing. Just basic respect in it. Because there are people, and not just like footballers, like Gareth Bale, like, who go to other countries and don't learn their language. Which I think is very, very strange. As Simon Kjær is going to go down. Oh, maybe a little bit of cramp. Oh, Matt Hancock's quit. I know that he deserves it because he broke COVID rules. But my God, if you followed up with UK government, it's been an absolute mess. We've got, obviously, so Vars and Poulsen are both out and they don't know how long they're out for. But Simon Kjær is down injured so far. Obviously, added time will be added on, but it will never be the same as Wales. They're going to make 2 more subs, if I'm right. Denmark are going to make, is it 2 changes? It is. And the first one is going to be Nikolai Boylesen from FC Copenhagen. Naturally, a left back probably come on for Simon Kjær. And then the other one is, I think, is that Mathias Jorgensen? No, idiot. It's not Mathias Jorgensen. I didn't see in the number. But Tyler Roberts is going to come on for Wales. Oh, it's Joachim Andersen, idiot. Of course it's Joachim. I was just going through my head listing all the players. So every video, Heung-min Son speaking. Thing is, I have so much admiration for footballers like Son, who is from South Korea, so he speaks Korean. Obviously can speak English because he's played here, and then speaks German. It's like, one thing is weird. I was sat watching a Dortmund video of it was Bellingham, Reina, and what was it? Bellingham, Reina, and Moukoko. And it's weird because Bellingham doesn't speak German yet. Moukoko doesn't really speak English amazingly, and Reina was their translator, which is incredible. And so it was Sugar Larson who's actually come off for Boylesen. And Simon Kjær, the captain, is going to come off. And Joachim Andersen, the Fulham. not the former Fulham, the Fulham centre-half. One that's definitely been linked to a couple of sides. He's been linked to a couple, obviously, on loan at Fulham from Olympique Lyonnais. Obviously, I think he could easily go back into that Lyon starting lineup. Still young, 25 years old. But then, as for Wales, Tyler Roberts is going to come on, and also David Brooks will also come on. So a lot of change from both sides. Going to try to change up, I suppose, with that breaking play. It gives the managers time to think. And yeah, we're expecting Kiefer Moore's going to come off. It not being his game today. Kiefer Moore, it really hasn't created nothing. And for Brooks, I think and it's going to be Dan James who's going to come off and Brooks come on. James doesn't look too happy, but you move with what you got, and unfortunately, I mean, they've had to make changes. So Denmark have used all their changes. Wales have one more. Obviously, if Wales do the miraculous, we are in for the long haul. We will go to extra time and possibly even penalties, depending what happens with this game. But these nearly didn't realise Anderson. Thought it was another Joachim Anderson. Didn't really. That's a really good control. Cornelius goes for the shot. It was a really good first touch. Cornelius, I'm pretty good. Doesn't he play at, I'm going to say Parma. I could be wrong. Oh, what wrong? I'm so proud of myself. You know the channel, you know that I'm not the best at knowledge off the top of my head. But thank you to everyone that's joined me today. It's been a really thoroughly enjoyable game. Really good. Thank you to people that are just commenting in the chat as well. And a chance for Wales now. These substitutes definitely are going to be able to help them. Cross comes in. Goes to Ben Davies. Who whip it across. Flicked on. Cleared away. By Norgard. Allen. To Brooks. Quite a poor touch. Jensen. To Cornelius. And now it's a 1v3. And Cornelius is just going to run here. Still Cornelius. And that's a cynical foul there. By David Brooks. It's going to be yellow card. Spurs have a surprise signing who has been keen on joining, but needs approval of the new manager. Expect to be Anderson. Tell you what, Marcel Sabitzer would be a great signing. By the Cornelius is really well, because instead of trying to burst away and pace away, because he knows he probably doesn't have that, just runs, sticks with the three defenders, and then Brooks comes in behind and just absolutely wipes him out. Brooks probably has to do that. Doesn't need to do it. I think Joachim Anderson would be a great centre-back. Obviously, that would mean, would your back four be Lloris, Doherty, Alderweireld, Anderson, who's your left, and Reguilon? Or is Reguilon on loan? No, Reguilon you bought. Reguilon maybe? I know Japhet Tanganga would be in there as well. Marcel Sabitzer would be a great signing. Loyal to thing is, it's a big free kick opportunity for Denmark. Braithwaite standing over it. He hits it just over the bar. Hope we get either one. Oh, maybe both. Well, have a bit. You're gonna get both. Double signing for Tottenham. I think your biggest worry is Kane, innit? If you can keep hold of Kane, well done, but I know I'm pretty confident you said that it came out that you Levy was said that he won't get rid of him for anything. But sometimes it might just be a sign of Adriel. I've got about Joe Rodon as well, yeah. Tanganga in there as well, who I think is a good centre-back. I think for me, I think sometimes Tottenham need to know when to cut the losses, and not even cut the loss, but just go, maybe we can't keep him. Maybe we just say, right, Harry, you can go. We take this massive amount of money and invest it. I don't know what you invest it in, but invest it in some players who I'm trying to think of teams who haven't qualified for a European competition who you could snap up, who would be willing. 5 in the mid with Dot. It's got Bale just can't go forward, and a chance for a counter attack. Højbjerg still going. Cornelius has just bodied past 2 Welsh players. He's bodied another one. That is incredible from Andreas Cornelius. Referees let play go on. Braithwaite flicks it in. And it came off Joe Rodon, 3-5-2. And on Billy and a baller. Højbjerg and Lo Celso in the mid. 3-5-2. And then up front, Kane and Son. I would presume, if that's what you keep it on. But, well, Andreas Cornelius, he bodies 2, bodies another one. And it was nearly put in the back of the net, and Denmark will probably have their 14th corner of the game. If I look at the stats, how many corners have they had? I cannot see. 8. I think this will be their 9th, or it might be their 8th. Mathias Jensen standing over if they get a 1-year game zone. I don't think they will. It's Jensen standing over it. Does ping it in to the back post. Højbjerg keeps it in. He doesn't. Kennison, Osson and Bergwijn. Very interesting. As much as I think for your sakes, Bernard, I don't want Kane to leave. But I would like to see him leave to see what your board and your manager does with the money. Because do you invest it in some really young talents? Like, if I look at, say, La Liga. Ramsey. To Ben Davies to Bale. It's like La Liga last year. Who didn't get like a Villarreal or Vigo? I mean, Valencia. I'm just of it. They've been poor Wales today. Joachim Miller, who has moved on to that right hand side, has been fouled in the back by Gareth Bale. Like a Gerard Moreno. Oh no, they won Europa League. Never mind. I was saying maybe bring in like a Gerard Moreno, but they won. He'll have Europe Champions League. They'll put it in their bank account. Poor, innit? Really poor. It's not what you want from you, and it's what you see. Your team invest. As you see, Yusuf Poulsen, one of the most vocal players on the bench, and he's not even in kit. He's wearing a nice little hat and a jacket. And you see Denmark not even committing men forward into the box now because they don't need to. They've just got men set back, a couple up front. Jensen will cross it in. And Braithwaite does win the corner. The 9th corner of the game for Denmark. Joe Rodon now, I mean, in a 2-0 loss, you can't say they defended well, but Joe Rodon has stopped a lot of opportunities today. He's put in such a shift, and obviously we know Ethan Ampadu as well. He was really one of the starters that had to be called up to sort of lead on a... Obviously Chris Metham is an okay centre-back, but... And it looks like they're going to go to 5 minutes left. As Jensen is standing over it. We'll go short. Højbjerg. Oh, does find Jensen. Jensen puts a tasty ball in. He's headed. Ward spilled it. Braithwaite could have controlled it and it's missed. By Joachim Andersen, the Tottenham centre, the Lyon centre-back. How's Martin Braithwaite not put that in? Oh, I really thought he'd put that in there, Martin Braithwaite. I thought it was game done, and now Wales have come forward. Tyler Roberts laid it off to Nico Williams, who will cross it in. He won't. Now we'll whip it in. It's a good ball. Bale wins the header. But Cornelius gets that back. I want to see this opportunity again if BBC will show it. Because how has Martin Braithwaite not put this in the back of the net? I thought it was a clear set goal. And with 4 minutes left, Allen plays it through to Bale. A lot of open space on the right if they want to use it, and they have done with Nico Williams. Obviously not his best game. Gave the ball away. But it's Nico Williams. Got a lot of time here. Crosses it in. And again, Joachim Andersen heads it in. This back three, the rotation even, the back three of Denmark have won nearly every ball in the air. Kjær, Vestergaard, Christiansen, Joachim Andersen. All them four, even Joachim Andersen, who hasn't even been on the pitch for long, has won every ball. And Joachim Mæhle, one of the best players in this tournament. And Joe Allen will just tackle him. And with as the minutes tick down, a quarter-final for Wales look less and less likely. It's not been the best tournament, not the best game for the Wales. Really hasn't. Allen does get the pass off to Williams. The lineups are out for the Italy-Austria game. I'll talk you through them quickly. Obviously, Josh will have a lot more... KL, will have a lot more in-depth about sort of the lineups and stuff. Obviously, the winners of this game, which is looking like Denmark, do face the winners of Netherlands, Czech Republic, which is on it tomorrow at 5 o'clock. So don't forget to join me for that one. Also, I mean, after all these round of 16 games are done, we go to 5. We go to only 4 games left, which is going to be so strange for watchalongs. It really is. But it's thrown in. Jensen, lot of up space on the right. Oh, the defence have shut up. Joachim Mæhle cuts on the inside, puts it in the back of the net, and that is game over. That's the stamp on a great performance. And that is poor. That is poor from Wales. I mean, they just lost their heads. That is incredible. For Denmark. And it's Joachim Mæhle. Has to be rewarded, really. And it was all him as well. It was a lovely ball by Mathias Jensen. Yeah, Mathias Jensen plays a lovely ball, and the Wales team have all drifted across. Finds Joachim Mæhle wide in space, and as he said, mail time. A quality build-up goal there, exactly. Great finish from Joachim Mæhle. Patient. I think he could have gone for it the first time, didn't have it properly. Just takes it on the inside. It's a really good ball. It's Ben Davies being dragged in. Cuts back, and then it's still a minimal angle to still put it in there with great power and he'll say finesse. I just want to see, did Kieran reply? Oh, he read the message. Oh. But Joachim Mæhle, his second goal of the tournament. And well done to him. And well done to Denmark. A really good performance from them today. A really, really good performance. As for Wales, if you're a Welsh fan, yes, maybe that the goal where the foul was on Kiefer Moore, maybe that shouldn't have standard. But you've been poor. The game still would have been 2-0. And you can't leave it to that. And Mæhle now. It was a late challenge. And it's a straight red card. Harry Wilson. And it goes bad to worse. An embarrassing end for Wales. And I mean, I don't even know if that is a straight red. Also, I do miss that. The last game against Italy where I didn't think it was foul. We've seen it here. Mæhle taps it away from him. It's a yellow. It's definitely a yellow card. The Welsh Letitia is off. And it's a very surprising, I think. I think it's definitely a yellow card for sure, but a red card? Okay. A red card is definitely very interesting. I didn't think it'd be a red, but... And we just seen Ethan Ampadu there, also the man who got sent off previously. And that was a poor decision, and we just see... It was very... Yeah, it seems like crap Wales were... exactly, I think. He's made the challenge, he's lost his head. It's a guaranteed yellow. It really is. It is a guaranteed yellow. Don't think it's a red. I think the referee genuinely has probably got fed up because there have been times where Wales have just swung a foot out to wipe a Danish player out. And I think the manager's gone... I think the referee, I saw it when he went, it's one chance. I've warned. I think you I've warned your side. Stop doing fouls like that. Something where you don't need to make. So basically, where you don't need to make stupid challenges where it just ruins the play of the game. I don't know what the thinking is. I'm trying to come up with some logistical reasons as to why, but doesn't matter. 3 minutes left. Don't forget, Italy versus Austria will be on at 10-8 with KL. But, and it's another foul, and Gareth Bale is going to get a yellow card for sarcastically clapping. It is quite a funny way to get a yellow card. But you can't get frustrated. You're in a Euro tournament. And even if decisions go against you, you've got to keep a level head. And I feel like maybe that's where the red cards come from. In terms of the refs maybe just got a bit fed up with the Wales team just making these challenges when they lost their heads. And possibly that's why the red was given. But Bale sarcastically clapping to the referee. We'll get a card for it. Ben Davies there. Does well to win the ball. No guard though. To Meyer. Matthijs Jensen has made a run in the overlap. Mailer plays it into middle to Cornelius. To Braithwaite. Braithwaite shoots. It's in the back of the net. But the flag is up. For Martin Braithwaite. No attempt to play ball. Went to... Yeah, 100%. But there was no sin. Like... He is offside. Only just. Only just offside. Could have been 4. VAR are checking it. But I do think he is offside. Yeah, I couldn't think it's kind of, I couldn't see where you're coming from. Like, no attempt to get the ball. Clearly has eyes just from Joachim Meyer's legs. But because there's no studs or there's no massive swing, I think it's a yellow. It could be the fault of Chris Metham. Because Metham has stretched. It's going to be a long check. Could we see a 4 for Denmark here? It's taking a while to check this. And if this game was a lot closer, I think. As you see Bale there, background, not happy. And we're just going to see it here. I think he's offside there, surely. So long check, whatever it is. And with 20 seconds left. Is Braithwaite there? Has he been robbed of a goal? I think he's offside only just. The thing is, today VAR have been very quick. Like, the goal would be scored, and a check could come up, and then it goes straight away. It's a goal. Well, I didn't think that was a goal. Denmark are not going to care, because they've just made it 4. Welsh fans will feel harsh done by today. At points, I think that the second goal, which started from Kiefer Moore being fouled, I think that was the thing. 4th, definitely possible offside. The red card, probably not. But they still would be beating you 2-0 at the end of the day. And I think it is Metham. They've said it's the foot of Metham, which is playing him onside. We haven't seen a close-up decision. But it doesn't matter because it's 4 for Denmark. And I tell you what. Denmark deserve the win. Maybe not 4, but they deserve the win. So whistle's blown. And I think Wales just want this game to be over. And it is over. And Denmark go through. They did not win their first 2 games. but my God, did they make everyone else pay. 4-1 against Russia, 4-0 against Wales. 2 games in a row, they scored 8 goals. That is what you want to see from a side going through to the next round. A great performance from Denmark. A really good, convincing, strong performance. They go through to the next round. 4-0, a KASPER Dolberg double, a Joachim Mæhle goal, and a Martin Braithwaite sort of cherry on the cake to end it. Obviously, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on. Don't forget, Twitter is at @the_top corner. The website is sports-corner.com. And the Instagram is the _sportscorner_. Don't forget to check us out on all of them. But coming up on the channel this week is Wales-Denmark. Obviously, we just watched that 4-0. Great result by Denmark. Really, really good result. Then, Italy vs Austria. That will be live at 10 to 8 with KL. That'll be very soon. Line us out now. Netherlands vs Czech Republic. That is on at 10 to 5. And then finally, the final game, that is obviously tomorrow, and then the final game is Belgium versus Portugal. Round of 16 game with Josh at 10 to 8. Thank you to everyone that's joined me today. I genuinely really do appreciate it. It's been a great game to watch. It's been great talking to you in the chat. I will see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Don't forget to join KL for that watch along, and peace.